Well, this is Iconic Auctions' largest auction they've ever put on, and there's something for absolutely everybody. This is just one room of multiple rooms as we go through. So come check it out with us, and yeah, we'll show you what they have to offer. Johnny, lovely to meet you. Sorry, we've been chatting for ages, but we wanted to get on camera eventually. Yeah. I think the light's going to be nicer this way around. There you go. We'll get the nice light on you. The light from that side's better.
The light and the track is that way.
How do you feel about the Iconic Auctions? You've come for a long time. You've been coming.
Yeah, I love coming to do these previews because you get loaded with a really thick like Argos spec catalogue, and I just
and
go
it's
around.
Filled with notes.
Yeah, I just do lots of asterisks.
So of all the cars here, have you driven any of, like, maybe not that specific car, but like that generation?
Yeah. I've actually driven that exact Porsche Speedster.
Have you?
Yeah, I know the guy who owns that.
Because that's really cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. An unrestored 356 Speedster, an early one. I mean, that is a unicorn.
Yeah. So do you think it should be kept that way, or do you think it should be repainted?
Personally, I would keep it like that.
I agree.
It tells a better story.
Yeah.
And also, patination is quite hard to synthesize. If you wanted to make like that look like that,
yeah,
to do it with conviction is hard, because it's aged like that, and it's got a great backstory, that car anyway. So I think that should stay like that.
Can you share the story with us? What is the story?
Well, that car came from, I think it was New York State. The guy that owned it drove it around for about 5 years. Then it had an engine problem. For some bizarre reason, instead of getting it repaired, he sort of put it up on blocks in a chicken shed and never ever
just left
it back on the road again.
And they've restored the upholstery in it, though, I think. Is that correct?
Yeah, and it's had an engine and transmission rebuild.
Okay, so mechanically we know it's sound.
Mechanically it's on, so that's the best way. It's nice inside, it's not mouldy and covered in spiders and filth. And it's you know, the brakes are good and the suspension's good and the drivetrain's safe. That's the way you want it.
Johnny, thank you so much for joining us on the channel.
No worries.
Absolute pleasure.
Absolute pleasure, thank you.
Harry.
Nice to meet you.
Jack, I think there's been quite a lot of interest in this one.
There has.
What can you tell us?
So this was ex-Her Royal Majesty the Queen supercharged Range Rover. It was in service from 2006 to 2008. A lot of the individual parts that the Queen has, they get taken off. So things like the mascot, that was always the Queen's spec mascot with Labrador with the pheasant in it.
Yeah, that's pretty trendy, isn't it?
Once they finish their service, they get put out into the world almost just subtly, discreetly. It's not sold as ex-royal family.
Okay, great.
There's only very, very few small giveaways, which is the main giveaway on the cars, because there's extra grab handles in the back to help getting in and out usually, but they get taken out. And you have this very, very small indicator, which is a dual rear window switch. So that is so that whichever side you're on, you can flick that and you can shut or open these windows or the other side as well.
Does she have a gun cabinet in the back by any chance?
Doesn't have a gun cabinet in the back of this one, no, but she does have, again, one of the royal things she always had was the dog guard that was in the back.
Okay, for the corgis.
For the corgis, exactly. And yeah, this, you know, green clear glass, it was always kind of the spec that she had all of her Range Rovers.
That's right, yeah, you'd think it'd all be blacked out, but actually,
you'd think so.
All the shots of her, like, you could see her just
exactly trundling around. She's so synonymous with L322 Range Rovers. So yeah, it's 22B. It's one of my favourite cars in the world ever.
Spec-wise, it's got to be blue with the gold wheels.
But the 22B was a completely different animal from a normal Impreza, so they had a completely reworked EJ22 engine, I think it is. The amount of legwork that ProDrive put into it is phenomenal, and they are, obviously we're very, very spoilt with a lot of cars we're able to drive, and for me, this is my almost perfect car.
This is your
They just drive, yeah. They drive unbelievably well.
So you've had some seat time?
Had some seat time, not in this one specifically, but in previous 22Bs that we've offered, including Colin McRae's personal one, which is incredibly special. We sold that.
Is there a bit of footage of you driving that?
There is. Yeah,
there is?
Yeah, so there is.
I'll just be jealous.
I absolutely adore a 22B. I grew up watching things like that, Impreza.
The proper rally spec Impreza.
Exactly, WRC Impreza. So that's the Solberg era. This is a Hervenen car. It's got the gold passport, it's competed all over the world. But then other people remember seeing the Andy Rouse cars going around. Yeah. And so there's always going to be something for everyone.
There's lots of Porsches as I look down there, M3s. There's a lot of Alpinas here as well. It's funny, everybody talks about like Alpinas, like they're really cool, and I didn't know really why. And then I drove a B3 recently, and I was like, it's the suspension.
Alpinas, they're stunningly built. The quality is always very high. There's something that's just delightfully nerdy about them as well. Like, I really do love an Alpina, but again, if you just look at one, they're so understated, you wouldn't really know. It just looks like a BMW if you're not into cars, but if you are, they're immediately very, very cool.
I agree. Is there anything else in here that you'd be like, ooh, this is like really nice?
A 996 GT2 is one of the best cars. Again, similar to the 22B, it's just one of those cars that just drives so unbelievably well.
Because that is its job, is to drive really well, do it reliably, and do it fast, especially on track.
Exactly. And being a GT2, it's only rear-wheel drive. This one's Club Sport as well, so it's C16 UK. They only made, I think it was 16 or 17 of them for the UK market.
Oh, is that it? So they're really low numbers.
Really, really rare. The way it puts the power down, it's very much, you know, things like the 930 Turbo, that was the original Widowmaker, because turbo would come on, it would spin the wheels and all that kind of stuff. And this is basically, it feels like how people talk about 930s. Like the way that the turbos kick in, it properly launches you forward.
So I pretty much ignored the Rolls Royce, but it's a Rolls,
it's a
cool.
statement piece.
It's a statement piece.
It's big, it's silent, massively over-engineered. Everything you touch on it is just with purpose.
Yeah.
Cannot be more comfortable than when you're in something like that.
Countach?
Yeah, these amazing. They're so Italian. Like when I say that, like they are so small inside. They are as impractical as all the rumours, all the stories that you see.
All old supercars.
Yeah, when people say, oh, you can't see out of them and all this kind of, and a lot of the time you can, and like they're really not too bad. The clutches aren't too heavy, but the Countach, everything you hear about them is right.
Yep.
Like you genuinely can't see anything out of them. The pedals are in a funky place. The clutch is heavy. The mirrors are tiny.
The side windows.
But it's so special. Like
the side windows over there.
Yeah, exactly. But it's just, again, it's one of the earliest, most supercar-looking supercars of its time.
It almost feels like as wide as it is as long as it is. Like if you're just looking at the roof, it's like almost like square, and then you've got the engine bay.
Exactly. And I think, I mean, imagine seeing this in 1975, everyone's driving very normal cars, and then this thing comes down the road.
If you drive this down the road now, it's still turn heads.
Yeah.
So we're going to whiz through some of the stock they have here. I don't know everything about every car, so we have 1948 Porsche 911 3.2 Carrera. This is very smart. With the RSR plate, it's pretty trendy. GT40, it's definitely worth spinning around and having a little look at this thing. I've been around a few GT40s. I think the thing that you really notice is just how low they are and how race car they are. We have the Porsche in blue. So this is the 2006 911 997.1, 45,000 miles on that. So again, can actually be driven. Probably a real thrilling one, this. V12, 2015 Aston Martin DB9, 6 litres, and then it's 44,000 miles. Probably the best sounding, it's probably between this and the GT40 is the best sounding car in here. I haven't driven an Aston Martin yet on the channel, so we need to get a hold of one because that's going to be brilliant fun. Another Alpina, 2008 BMW D3, very low miles, 3,600 on that. Going to go for around 20,000 they estimate. Might go for a little bit more.
So 355, these all of a sudden are coming back into fashion. They're starting to creep up in value again. They went up 2016, 2017, and then started to dip back down, but they're sort of climbing back. You'll see these trends with these cars, and they're coming back.
I think it's because you can get them with manual boxes.
Yeah.
I think that's the main thing, because if you want to engage and drive, I drove a 575 Maranello. It was a manual one.
It was? Oh, right.
Yeah, there's only there's under 80 of them, I think. I'll have to go back and watch the video.
It will be. It will. Well, at the time, Ferrari released the F1 gearbox, and to have paddle shifts on your car, like the F1 car, it was the thing to have. So everyone just spec the cars with F1.
That's right.
So
it actually made the manuals more limited, and I think the price difference, I think an F1 box is probably around 90 to 100 grand for a tidy one.
Yeah,
the manual box is like 170, 180.
You got it. But the kicker is, you could just go out and buy a 550, which is essentially pretty similar car, really. All manual gearboxes, and you get a really, really good one for 100, 120 grand.
Mike,
hey.
Lovely to have you on the channel.
No
Thanks
worries.
very much. Yes, we're here at Iconic Auctions.
Absolutely.
It's not your first time here though, is it?
No, I've been coming to the Silverstone Classic. It's now the Silverstone Festival, but I gather it's going back to the Classic. I've been coming here since I was a wee kid. I did a video with Iconic on the Clarkson Alpha that you've seen out the front.
Yeah, we're going to go out there.
Iconic always looks for those kind of nostalgic TV things. We've done a few things with them. They clearly look for ex-Top Gear cars out there. So it'll be interesting to see what that goes for, because looking at it, it's like a state it's in, it's probably like a 2-3 grand car, but I think the guide price is like 14-15 grand, which is what a nice Alpha of that shape goes for.
But that one comes with a story, so...
Well, yeah, how much does Clarkson nostalgia actually bring the price up? Who knows? But,
we'll find out.
I reckon there's about 12 Jag XJSs for sale here, which they used to be like 1,500 quid cars about 10 years ago, maybe a bit more. Now
we're going right up.
People are cashing in, and I'm potentially thinking about an XJS project myself. Also, people are really cashing in on Escort Cosworth. I think there's 4.
There's like 4 or 5 of them. Yeah, there's quite a few. Thank you so much for joining us on the channel, Mark.
Yeah, no worries, no worries.
You're a legend, and I really wish you guys all the best in everything that you're doing in the future. So this is Iconic Auctions biggest auction yet. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed seeing some of the cars. There's more than we could ever film in a day. So yeah, thank you, like and subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.